Albert here, back another episode of Moto Academy student reviews. So these are all videos that students inside of the Moto Academy app have sent in for my personal analyzation within the app, and then they're kind enough to allow me to share it with you guys on YouTube so that way you guys can learn from their mistakes and what they're doing correct as well. If you guys want to send in your riding footage, go to the motoacademy.com, click the club, and you can subscribe. We have 100+ hours of tutorial footage on there. We just released a strength and conditioning masterclass with Coach Evan Nystrom to match all of the movements on the motorcycle and how to strengthen and stretch certain muscle groups to make you strong on the bike as well. Nothing like this has really ever existed online for motocross, and I'm excited to kind of just keep elevating the game and taking it to the next level. If you want to be a part of that, again, go to the motoacademy.com, send in your riding footage, and your video very well could end up on this channel one day. All right, so we're gonna hop right into it. We got Steve, a new rough track. What do you recommend? I get asked this a lot, and this track looks pretty rutted. So anytime you're riding a new track, I highly recommend stand up only. Start the day with a stand-up moto, stay away from the clutch, stay away from the rear brake. What it'll do is kind of help create some flow. When you're standing, you can unlock your hips, which all that is tilting your pelvis kind of backwards. And it can allow the bike complete freedom to work underneath you without affecting your upper body at all. So experiencing a track for the first time, not knowing where the bumps are, where the jumps are, where the ruts are, it will always be easier to just do that standing up. Not to mention, it will kind of take the edge off a little bit and not make you feel as though you have to ride over your head. Here we got Colson 22. I've really been working on my corners and ruts at a turn track I made. Let me know what I can improve on in these couple clips. All right, so let's see what Colson is up to. Sand. Okay, right away, elbows down. And I am really, really, really big on elbows up and upper body stability in the sand. So you can see his throttle hand as he's twisting down, and his inside elbow is down as well. The problem with that is it's going to create upper body instability, and your head's going to be falling inside and outside of the bike like crazy, especially in the sand, because what's your bike going to do? Your bike is constantly going to want to be knifing, sliding out, jumping lines. So you have to square up your upper body and try to keep that head straight. That's a beautiful view, by the way. All right, we got Wyatt. My weaknesses that I'm aware of are dropping my foot, low elbows, and staying on the balls of my feet. I'm 6 foot, 195 pounds on a 125. A little heavy for a 125, not bad. I try to emulate the attack position while standing, but my sitting position seems off. All right, let's see, which one of these? Oh, perfect. Thanks for that, Jeff. Same issue, elbows, big time. Okay, and he's riding, let me watch that again. So elbows, and what you can see is that as the bike's doing the little twitches around the corner, it's also affecting his head. Every time the bike does a little twitch movement, which is gonna happen, right? Your bike is gonna break traction right there, slide out a little bit, right there, slide out a little bit. And each time his head is bobbing. If you prop your elbows up and sit a little bit more upright in the turn, like Jet Lawrence does or like Hunter Lawrence does, that won't affect you. What he's doing too is when he's standing, Wyatt is driving his knees too far forward, and it's crowding him to the front of the bike. So as soon as he stands up here and lands, the knees blow forward in front of the foot pegs. You have to drop your heels, drive the knees back. Albert here. I'm giving away this gear that I raced with this weekend versus Stank Dog. It's forever permanently stained with red Georgia clay from Stank Dog's 125 race. All you have to do to win is go to the motoacademy.com, subscribe to the club, send in a riding video of you on a two-stroke. I'm going to pick my favorite video tomorrow, April 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Favorite two-stroke video, and I'll announce the winner live inside the app April 20th tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Good luck, guys. The Real GP. This is a super small jump, basically in my backyard. Hopefully I am off the ground long enough for your evaluation. The cool thing is, the jumping technique doesn't really change whether you're jumping 1 foot or 100 feet. It's the same technique. So he's getting in the pocket. That's actually not bad. Now in the air, his head's coming too far back, but not too bad. What you want to do here is squat down into a little preload because it does go into a pocket before you jump. You wouldn't want to approach that with too much speed and try to soak it up because your bike would just blow through and want to send you into an endo. Having a hole before the takeoff like that, he's smart by coming in, getting set up, dropping into the pocket, going down with the bike, and then straightening his legs as he takes off. The biggest problem is right when he's in the air, his head comes behind the crossbar pad. So ideally, his head should never come behind that crossbar pad the entire time in the air. It'll just help the bike shoot a little bit more level. It'll look way better. Other than that though, not bad. The takeoff and landing was great. A Hoffman 167. I guess I should say from watching your videos, I know that my hips are not unlocked and I'm standing too tall. My attack position is not great. I guess my question would be, how do I fix it? All right. Let's see if he's accurate here. A little twitchy in the corner. Good job kind of wheeling over that roller. Oh yeah, a little bit of a Ronnie Mack looking jump there. Easy fix. So it all starts in the feet. If your feet are wrong, it's going to be very difficult to get the rest of your body in correct position. It looks like he's riding flat-footed. If he's not, he's on the balls of his feet, possibly, but not dropping his heels whatsoever. I can tell you that for sure. And it doesn't look like he's on the balls of his feet. So what that does is having your heels raised will drive your knees too far forward and your pelvis and your hips too far forward, which will lock you. So what you need to do is drop your heels, which will drive your knees back, which will also help bind up or stop your hips from being bind up and unlock you a little bit. And I'm telling you, it's all in the feet. Josh P, here's riding footage. I try to drop my heels and keep knees back. Well, right on topic. But I didn't seem to do it upon reviewing footage. Oh, that looks great. This is step one. So Josh right here is the perfect example of somebody that's just learning the attack position. And he's getting in it just fine. Balls at his feet, heels are dropped just a little bit. Knees when he's standing are back. Elbows are up, head is forward. But this is the thing, when you get people in the attack position, the first thing that happens is they can figure it out, but then they stay glued in it. Notice how he's not, that landing he absorbed halfway decent. He's not really working within it. So Josh, the next step would be, you have to adjust the attack position based on acceleration and deceleration. So what I would say is if this plays again, when you're going around the right-hander, at the beginning of this clip here, you're accelerating. So your legs should be a little bit more straight and your head should be more forward. You're kind of in a neutral attack position. Now, when you land this jump and are going into that corner, you can drop down into your head kind of on top of the crossbar pad and your legs a little bit more bent. Anytime you accelerate, head has to come forward. When you decelerate, head comes back to neutral. And you're just kind of in the same position for accelerating, around the turn, braking, all of that. So now that you've learned the attack position, just have to learn to be a little bit more dynamic within it. And that comes with practice. I bet you could figure that out in a couple days. All right, so there you have it. What you guys will find is whether it's complete beginners or guys riding at the highest level, it's sort of the same mistakes being made. I went up to the podium this weekend after Jet got third. He crashed in the first lap and came all the way back up to get a podium. The first thing I said when I got to him, I was like, Jet, great ride, but you gotta stop making those little crashes and those mistakes. And I said, what's happening is you're getting too excited. And I literally was saying, and he goes, I know, and my head comes forward. I'm like, yep. So what Jet was meaning by that is he gets excited and he wants to go. So his head comes forward too quickly and it puts too much weight on the front and then he's knifing it. Instead, where you normally see Jet and Hunter remain very, very strong in the core, elbows up, and the head stays nice and stable, which creates consistency. The times Jet falls are the times where he's like, oh, I want to go, and the head comes too far forward, distributing the weight too much to the front as opposed to being neutral. And that's a simple fix, but there's a lot of people that can't recognize those things and don't know when and how to implement them. So I guess that's my job, right? Again, if you want to train with me online and take your riding to the next level, go to themotoacademy.com, click the club, subscribe, or you can click the tour and check out my 2022 Moto Academy tour. I'm traveling the entire world, so most likely there will be a location near you. Make sure you guys check that out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's brand new. trying to get the subscribers up a little bit. YouTube doesn't really do us any favors typically, but if you hit the subscribe button, that definitely helps out. So thank you guys. Comment below what you want to see, and we're gonna keep these things coming at you. All right, Albert out. Toodaloo.